Welcome to a new Let's Play. It's Turn Up Pro Skater 3 on Game Boy Color. We had to get to this somehow, and we are here now. In fact, this is, to me, the hardest one out of all of these. Because it just starts off being a dickhead. Like, Pro Skater 1, it's a bit douchey all the way through, but you can kind of figure it out in a way, even though it's cheating. And with Pro Skater 2 GBC, I mean, it does start to be a dickhead, but that's later on. It eases you into dickheadedness, like, you know, a lot of old SNES games and such, like NES games, really. This game just starts you off being a dickhead. By the way, every fucking character seems to be, like, a color, like, not even, like, white, except for one character, and that character is the only female. I'm not joking. Look at that, she's purely white right there, but everybody else is like a tan color almost, that they're very much not white. Why? And not only that, we'll also be doing only the first few levels in Scares Island. We're going for the competition in last. We're doing the Foundry, Canada, and, you know, Suburbia, though. We have to get all this shit done, and yeah, you can see right here, by the way, somebody said that because of the white background shit and such in Canada, that they had to, like, make them black so you can see the models. Nah. You can see them quite clearly fine, even on that shit. And also, you can see they actually do blend in here in the Foundry. The darkness here does not fit in well for these fucking sprites, so, yeah. My point still stands, even though it's become a meme now because of Mini-Me, who should be subscribing to by now. Why the fuck is Tony Hawk black? Why is he fucking black? That's never gonna get fucking answered, isn't it? It's never gonna get fucking answered. Fucking reverse blackface. Like, actually, it is blackface almost here. What the fuck? Whatever. The main thing with Foundry is that it is the middle finger towards the player because it just gives you these rather bullshit goals from the fucking get-go. And the thing is, the next two levels aren't even as bad as what the Foundry gives, you know? Because, to give you an example, the highest score to get here in the Foundry is 300,000 points. The other two levels after this don't even get close to 200,000. They're not even up to 200,000 at all, but this one wants 300,000 from you. And then you got the fucking competition, where it expects you to have huge fucking high scores. And the thing is, like, it is all cumulative on the tricks and their points. The more you do them, the lower the score gets. And the thing is, they can restart back to the point they were in if you bail your trick. But, if you land the trick, the points stay. You don't get the points back at all. So, if you really want to, like, get big combos, you kind of have to make sure you get the shit done on the first combo. Or else you're kind of fucked. If you keep going on like that over and over again, you can't get any big points out of that. It takes too fucking long, and these levels are not that long to really skate in. The thing is, the manual does not actually hang on, even when you get up to the ramp. When you get up to a fucking ramp, the manual, the combo just dies. So that's just kind of fucked. Anyway, then we got the stat points here, which, by the way, I'm going to put it all onto the yellow right now, except for Switch. Switch can be last, but I'm going to then start putting it all onto Ollie. And here's my reasoning why. Because the Foundry, this fucking level, forces you to almost get max stats in two things in order to get the tape. The tape is otherwise impossible to get on your first go. You cannot 100% this level before you do any other level. This is something that Pro Skater games should not fucking do. And I was worried about that with Pro Skater 2, but then I found out how to do it by doing those weird jumps onto the ramps and shit. No such thing exists here. Not a fucking thing exists for this one. You must have big fucking stats to get the tape up above. If you don't, fuck ya. Just fuck you. That's the end of the story right there. Go fuck yourself. You're not 100% in this fucking level. Come back here when you have the stats for it. A pro skater game, especially for a first level, which is supposed to be like the base level to get the player accustomed to how to play the fucking game, should not be fucking doing this. But here we are. Here we fucking are of this one. So I'm gonna get everything else done except for the secret tape, because I cannot get secret tape at all. The secret tape is impossible to get as is. Now you might be thinking, well, look at this, you're actually getting the fucking, you know, the tricks and shit done right now. Remember how back down in your fucking first video you couldn't do tricks at all? Well, that's because manuals are in this game. And I'm not doing any kind of grind. I'm not trying to grind. Because to me, grinding is a timing thing. And might I remind you that one button does flips, the other button does grabs, and the button to do a flip just so happens to be the button to grind. And you can't hold the button. You have to time the fucking button, or else you're going to do a trick and you're going to bail. To make matters worse, as far as I can fucking tell, doing a spin also requires you to press the grab button, but you can't press a direction when you do the spin. You have to just do the spin by pressing the fucking, I believe it was the A button or the B button, and there's the spin. And you keep spamming the spin over and over again to do a 360, and a 540, and a 720, and all that shit. You don't get many points out of it, but there's that at least. You can't spin when you do a grab trick. You can't spin when you do a fucking, you know, flip trick. The spin is separate to everything else. So that's really fucked up. But again, there's no fucking triggers in this game. There's no L and R button. Even though I confused that before, it's not there. Select still does nothing though, as far as I can fucking tell. But yeah, it's just... it's really fucky. It's really fucky how spins work. And they're useless almost. You're never going to use them really, unless you're desperate for points, because they give you 50 points as a base. However, all the other tricks, all the other grabs give you like 100 points. And one of the flip tricks gives you 175 on the base. And the downing for each point is not that big of a fucking thing. Like, look at this, body varial, 175. You keep doing that twice, like right there, and you can do the rest of them, you're good to go. As you can see, the grind does not give me much. If I do the multiplier thing you just saw there by holding the grind, it doesn't give me much compared to just doing this shit. So holding down a grind or a manual does not help me at all. See? I get more out of this by just doing tricks and shit compared to doing that crap. And you really gotta vary the fucking thing up, but the problem is, you gotta vary that shit up on your first combo. You gotta get all those 100s and shit on the first combo immediately, or else, you're not gonna get a big enough combo on your first time, and that's gonna make you struggle on this one. You only have 2 minutes to get 300,000 points, and the first combo fucking matters. But you're noticing something right now. You're noticing that all I'm doing is spamming the manual. If I do the grind, it goes to 2. If I do the manual, it goes to 5. Doing grinds hurts me compared to doing manuals. And the biggest issue here is that the game expects you. In fact, it demands you to abuse manuals. There are no air tricks, if I can tell. Going up a ramp just fucks you up, waste your time, really. And there is no good reason to doing grinds in this game. There was a lot of fucking grinding going on with the fucking second game. And with the first one. You know, we had to abuse the fuck out of that in the first one. But in this one, now we have manuals. It's the manuals that are getting abused. The grinds are now worthless. That's going to be a fucking problem to me. And I'm going to explain why. Because, and I'm going to bring up this again, when it comes to Pro Skater games, when it comes to Tony Hawk games, when it comes to getting score, abusing something is only done if you know what you're doing. If you know where the spots are to abuse the shit is, or you know how to abuse it. You know how to get big fucking combos out of manuals and grabs and special tricks and shit, you know? That should not be what a casual player should be doing. The goals, especially for the first level, the goals should ease the player in with very basic fucking scores. And with Foundry, when it comes to Pro Skater 3, on any fucking Pro Skater 3, outside of this fucking game, the scores are low. The scores are low to ease the player in, to ease anyone coming into this game in for what's to come. This game doesn't fucking do that, and in fact does the opposite so far, where it throws you such a bullshit score at the beginning, and then it's like the next few levels are like under half of the score you had to get before. The next one's be like 120,000, then 170,000. Why the fuck is this 300,000? Why isn't it 100? 100,000 then? Why is it so fucking big? And also, I'm showing you how to actually get to that spot. I can't get to it, as you can tell. You have to grind that and then jump up for that. The problem is, my jump stats are too low to get the tape. So I have to come back here to do that. Every fucking goal for your first level should be beatable without having to go to other levels. This is fucking bad game design. There is no excuse here. This is just bad fucking design. It's bad goal design at its fucking highest. It's incredibly anti-against a casual. Like, playing this their first fucking time. A fucking kid is not gonna have a good time getting 300,000 points in the first level. And when they find out they can't even get the fucking skill tape because they need the fucking stats for it, they're gonna feel discouraged. They're gonna feel discouraged from playing the fucking game because it's like, what if the other goals are like this? What if I can't do shit until I go so far into the game? And not only that, people are gonna forget the secret tape behind. The game doesn't actually tell you how many goals you've done, or how many stats you've got, whatever. There's no stat collectibles. Like, stats are given to you from doing a goal. Okay, that's neat. There's a reward for doing a goal. But the problem is, the reward is so fucking small when the goals are bullshit. Like, from the get-go, when the goals are bullshit, it's so fucking small. It's unforgiving. The reward is not worth it, almost. It is not worth having to fucking get 300,000 points, get the same score, the same stat point you get for doing anything else. And not only that, it is not rewarding to then boost your jump stat to absolute maximum to get the fucking tape in the first level just to get another stat point. That is just fucked. That is absolutely fucked up. And the thing is, you still have to get goals done in order to unlock more levels, so it's like, you have to get the hard shit out of the way. And also this log here. This fucking linked 4 tricks on a log, different tricks on a log. that one stumped me for a while because I was doing different tricks. In fact, you would actually, if I actually show you the whole fucking thing, you would see me doing, like, a grind, the 50-50 grind, and, like, either 2 different flip tricks and a grab, or 2 different grab tricks and a flip, or 3 different flip tricks, or 3 different grab tricks. I would be doing 4 different tricks in the combo. But the game is not counting that. Why? I even do a manual to a flip trick, to a grind, to a grab, back to the grind. That's 4 different fucking tricks in the combo. Still doesn't count. You wanna know why? It's not fun. It's not fun to know this. Because the game is expecting you, demanding you, to do a different grind trick. Now, I already kind of knew this because of Pro Skater 2 Game Boy Color. Because there was a different trick thing going on where you press the brake button and do a direction, and then your skater does like a little different pose, and then it goes into a different grind. And also that K is just fucky. But, yeah, you can fucking tell there was a grind thing going on. But here's the fucked thing. In Pro Skater 2 Game Boy Color, when you do the different trick thing, it does different animation, different stance, and then it stays on that until the grind happens. In this game, you have to do the direction and the grind button at the right time. You have to press 2 buttons at the exact right time to do a different trick. And by the fucking by, just to remind you, any arrow trick with that button will also be a flip trick. So you can still, accidentally, when you're not even meaning to, do a flip trick when you meant to do a grind because you tried to press down square, or down B really, to do a fucking, like, 5-0 trick, a 5-0 grind, and that's not happening, it's doing the body varial instead. That's fucky. And also I'm just showing you that little bit of stat progression there, did not do anything. But yeah, there's your nose grind, there's your crooked grind, that's the up and down right there. And I have to do that while also doing tricks. This fucked me for 20 minutes. Because the grinds are so fucked in this game, requires such precise timing, that doing this goal was a nightmare to me. But I got it done. I got lucky. That took 20 minutes for me to get. Fuck that goal. Fuck that fucking goal. The grinds are fucked in this game. There's no going around it. Doing a grind in this fucking game is a nightmare compared to any other in the fucking Game Boy Color collection. Which is why I prefer to spam manuals way more than ever relying on grinds. You get more from spamming manuals than you get from spamming grinds anyway, so it's like, what's the fucking point of doing the grinds if I get more out of doing manuals on its lowest score compared to grinds? Because manuals give you 5 on its lowest score, and grinds give you 2 points on every low score. It's just 2. It is way more rewarding to spam manuals in this game. And besides, you get more from doing flip tricks and grabs than you do from doing manuals and grinds. So, and as far as I know, there's still no special tricks in this game, so, or whatever. I just got the tape, I got the fucking log thing done, and I summoned the shit by grinding the bell. That's 3 goals done, and my ollie is maximized. I'm not gonna show, well, I'm almost maximized. I'm not gonna show you me going to the Foundry just yet. I'm gonna take care of the stores first and actually maximize my ollie. Because I want you to see how much maximizing your ollie does. Because we can already understand how the stats work, right? We already understand how stats work because of all the other Tony Hawk games. We know how they work. You know, Ollie is the one that matters here because that is the actual jump. Hang time is for the ramps. How far up the ramp you go, like how far up in the air you're gonna be on a ramp jump. Even though it's worthless here, that's what hang time has always been. It's for the fucking vert jumps. I want you to note this, because every fucking Tony Hawk game has been this way. Every Tony Hawk game. In this fucking one, with its original series of GBA, with fucking PS1 and PC and shit, with the previous games, with Pro Skater 2, with Pro Skater 4 and above, all of them, Ollie was jumping, and hang time was vert, air. That's hang time. I want you to note that when it comes to what this fucking game does. Because it makes me question the whole fucking purpose behind the stats here. It makes me question so much about the stat progression in this game. And it makes me hate it. It makes me hate it with a fucking fire. So, here I am, max stats on Ollie. I'll even put some on hang, or even balance, really. No, on balance, because balance is more important to me. It's for the fucking, you know, grind, for the manual and actually spin, really. Even though spin's not gonna do anything for me, I might as well put on something. Maybe even speed. But with max Ollie stats, I still can't reach it! Why?! Why can't I reach that?! I have the max jump! This should not be impossible! You wanna know why I can't reach that? It's because hang time is also your jump. I'm gonna do Suburbia now. And the first one for Suburbia is grind all these cars to wake up the neighbors. That's the goal for that one. But here's my question to you. If this game is so good, if this game is so well made, why are there 2 jump stats? If they do the exact same fucking thing, why are there 2 jump stats? What is the point of having vert then? What is the point of having hang then? If it's the exact same as jump, as Ollie? Why doesn't Ollie do more of the fucking work then, and hang time be rid of in this fucking game? Why the fuck couldn't that other stat point be for something else then? You can't really do tricks on a vert anyway. If you try to jump, if you try to do anything on the fucking ramp, you fucking drop out of it. So why the fuck do we need this fucking stat? Why can't Ollie, which is supposed to be the jump stat, be the one to fucking be the only stat points you need for jumping? Why are there 2 different stat bars for that? That makes no fucking sense! I'll give this game 1 positive, okay? I'll give it 1 positive, and that is the design of the levels are the best. Looking at these levels, and how they're designed, how the background's designed, like that, how the set pieces are designed, it looks great for Game Boy Color. That's it, though. Because there's so much else wrong with this fucking game, it makes me furious. How do you fuck up the stats? I want to fucking break something right now, I swear to God. Also, there's the only roof grind in this level for the melon thing. It's not that obvious, but it reminded me of Australia, so I kind of had an idea of what was going on there. But still, there were other roofs around. We could have gone and done there, but we can't. That's the only roof, and I got the airport now. But first, I have the hang time now. So now, I can nearly reach that. You can see that the hang time stat is doing the exact same fucking thing as the ollie stat. Why? Why is the hang time the exact same as the ollie? Why is the air stat doing the exact same thing as normal jumping? The air stat, the hang time stat is for verts. What the fuck? You have verts! And yet it doesn't apply to that? Are you fucking kidding me? This is just the first part, and I already have a massive fucking migraine. Just remembering this shit and just commentating right now is giving me a massive migraine to even talk about this shit. Because I fucking hate it. It is the absolute fucking worst. And to make matters worse, the manuals are also fucked. Let me explain why the manuals are fucked. Because if I want to do a manual, I have to keep spamming up and down. Any other game, I press up then down, and then eventually the motherfucker will do it. These jumps are not that fucking high up. He should fucking do it. But no. If I do a small jump, and then do the manual in the air, and then I don't keep pressing up and down, no manual. Not a fucking manual happens. I have to keep spamming up and down. While doing tricks, by the way. In order to keep doing manuals. Why is there no holds? I even tried holding down, up or down, after doing a manual. And that doesn't fix anything. He still doesn't manual when I hold down the up or down button after doing the up and down motion. I have to keep spamming it. Why? I can't even hold in a fucking grab. The grab acts the exact same as a flip trick. It's just a button. I can't hold a grab trick in this game. So fucking much about this game just fucks it. It really just fucks it on the control and gameplay aspect. And you should already know me by now that when it comes to control versus graphics for me, it is controls and gameplay at the very top, graphics at the very fucking bottom to me. I don't care if a game looks like it's a fucking real-life simulator right now. If it plays like complete shit, it's a bad game. Anyway, there's no spot to land on. You can only grind on this. So you have to time your grinds for every single bit here to get to this tape. And there you go, there you go. I got the tape, finally. I am in Suburbia. I've 100%ed the fucking previous level Canada. And now with nearly max stats on hang and max stats on ollie, now I can finally get the tape. Why? Why do I have to come back here with near max stats for 2 stat point areas to get one fucking thing in a level I've already gone through, in the first level, in fact? I can understand that of gaps. I am really not understanding why this is happening for a goal. The goal should be manageable for what you currently have. They should not be fucking impossible until you're about, like, maybe 30% of the way there in the game. Close to half. That's fucking bullshit. And yes, this is gonna be the angriest part of the fucking Let's Play, because there's so much to get angry about for me on this fucking game. It deserves my anger right now. I fucking just despise this game so much. And we're not even in the contest yet. We're only in the actual levels right now, and there was so much to say. In the contest? Oh, there's more. And you already know why there's more, because the AI brings up some really fucked up scores, and I got mad about that before. But you know, now... Oh, by the way, look at this. Everyone's black. Kareem Campbell, who is a black guy, looks no different to everyone else in skin color. That's just blackface. Alright? There's no getting around it. There's no fucking, like, you know, fucking limitation shit to that. That's a design choice right there. That's just blackface in this game. But yeah, here's the thing. This spot here, whether it be grinds or manuals or whatnot, at this point I don't even bother with the grinds because the grinds keep fucking me up. And also doing 2 tricks at once in the air fucks me up, which is great. Unless it's a fast or a hill flip or something, or a spin. But, as you're seeing here, if I just spam the manual up on this fucking hill area, back and forth, that's all I need to do, really. And if I keep doing this, and not bailing, because it's really easy to fucking bail still, and the tricks are still fucky, they still get stuck sometimes, but not as bad as Pro Skater 2 Game Boy Color did. But, if I keep doing this, I can get shit tons of score. This is what I mean by the game demands you to abuse the fucking manual. This is not an optional thing. You have to do this shit if you want to even beat this game. You have to do this shit if you want to get the high scores done. If you want to beat the contest of first, or even second or third or whatnot. Because the AI is also doing this. So there you go, got 300,000 points. From abusing manuals constantly. And also, the fact the top 5 scores are now all just me, they were so low, showcases just how much the developers, Natsumi, didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Actually, I think it was Natsumi at all. It was someone else, right? Like, someone else made this fucking game. And to be fair, this is better than what Natsumi did beforehand, but there is so much wrong with this game that, control-wise, Pro Skater 2 is better. Sure, the tricks, the responsiveness is fucked, but at least grinds worked, and at least there was a way for me to actually get shit done. At the very least, the game wasn't a pain in the ass until like the last 2 or 3 levels, the unlockable levels really, in school. It didn't right off the bat want me to fucking kill myself, alright? This game did. And now I'm back in this shit. This is not the kind of old school game where it eases you into the bullshit. This is the kind of game that fucks you It fucks you, and it fucks you, and it keeps fucking you. Even if you start screaming, whine the motherfucker to stop, he'll just keep going. This game it's a rapist. It's a fucking abusive rapist. That's what this fucking game is to me. It's abusive, and it just won't stop fucking me, even though I want to stop. And I hate it. I fucking hate it. But hey, look at that. I got $500,000 right there. Close to $500,000. You know what? This is enough for me to win now. Even if the AI bullshits and gets themselves a shit ton of points from here on out, they still can't beat me. I'm still gonna win, because I'm near 1 million points. The AI, as far as I knew, did not go that fucking high up. That's as far as I can remember, really. And luckily, in this one, in this go, they don't either. I've seen them go to 500,000. I've seen them go to $500,000. But here? Yeah, there you go, $500,000. That's as far as they're gonna go. I have a significant lead now. No one's gonna beat my first place. But I'm not a fucking pussy. This game hurt me. This game still hurts me. But if that's how it's gonna be, then I'm gonna do my very best to fucking murder this game in cold fucking blood. Just for myself. So I'm gonna get 1,000,000 points in every contest. I'm going to reach over 1 mil every time. Because the way contests work in this game is that they accumulate the score. It's not best score, it is total score. So I can just get 500,000 points in 2 runs, and that's 1,000,000. And I can just end the run from here too. I can just not do this. I can end the run right now, and my lead, my first place is secured anyway. But I'm gonna get that 1 million. And by the way, unlike Pro Skater 2, yes, ending the run does save your progress. Why didn't that happen in Pro Skater 2 Game Boy Color? I have not a fucking clue. But this one, yes. If you end the run, it does keep the shit you've done. And with that, I now have 1,000,000 points in Scares Islands. Which means that I have, I have pretty much 100% won this, see? And there's Retribution. Tony Hawk wins. Black Tony Hawk wins. 7 stat points. That's your reward. So yeah. We're not done yet, though. This is a 3-part Let's Play. It's still gonna be short. But next time, we are gonna be going to the airport. And we're gonna be going through 2 more levels. Paris and Rio. And then we're ending it with Los Angeles and Tokyo. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time for the airport, Rio, and Paris.